Sri Gurubhyo Nama. Morning viewers. In this video we are going to see about the 2023 predictions. I wish you all a very happy 2023. Let this new year bring you all prospects and happiness. If you are new to my channel, keep this channel subscribed so that you will get my updates instantly. You are seeing the planetary position on 2023, the day 1 as well as the end of the year 2023, 31st December. 2023, numerologically it is value 7 and assigned to the planet Ketu. In 2022, during the New Year prediction, we were talking about the Venus. As 2022, Venus was ruling the complete year, and this year it will be Ketu which is going to rule the complete year. Because at the beginning of the year, that is 1st January 2023, you have Ashwini star, the star of Ketu. Same way in the end of the year, 31st of December, you have Maha star, star of Ketu, and Ketu is very strong at Virgo. You have Rahu moved away from Aries to Pisces. So in this year, you will be seeing 3 major transits. One is Saturn Transit, another is Jupiter as well as Rahu Ketu transits. So all the important planetary movements going to take place on 2023. Ketu is something like which is more of spirituality. So those who are very strong in spiritual way of living, they find this year more interesting and very fruitful and happy for them. But those who do not believe on spirituality and who are against spiritualism may face certain problems also. But when Ketu is associating with the house of Mercury, and Mercury implies the financial institutions, bank and other investments and investing sectors, most of the countries may face certain financial crunch during this year. Ketu is a planet which is not of luxury, it is more of spiritualism. So this year there may be some shortfall in revenue, there may be some overall global problems, there may be dip in the revenue across major companies as well as countries may face certain economic crisis also. Fortunately, it is not a prolonging issue, but a span of around 6 to 8 months things will change. But one need not have to worry, as if a person's personal horoscope is very strong, having very strong Mahadasa and Antardasa, the planetary position may not have much influence because hardly it will take 50 to 20% on a person. So the remaining 80% comes from the personal horoscope, the current Mahadasa and Antardasa. At the same time, if a person's individual chart is not so strong, and even if the current Mahadasa and Antardasa is not supportive, he may find certain issues also. There may be loss of job, there may be some financial crisis, there may be some theft in the property. So some of the bad events may take place in this year. So it is better to save as much as possible. Spending huge money, spending on unwanted things, spending lavishly, one need to be restricted in all these areas. So this particular year, better to save and spend wherever it is really required. Now if you see the planetary position on day 1, that is on January 1st, 2023, it is Ashwini star, the star of Ketu. Moon is associated in the house of Aries and makes Rahu positive. At the second house you have Mars there. 7th house Libra, you are having Ketu there. 9th house Sagittarius, there is a conjunction of planets, Sun and Mercury together, and in 10th house Venus makes Saturn positive, and Saturn being a ruler, and at the 12th house you have Jupiter. If you see at the end of the year on 31st of December, it is Maha star, the star of Ketu again. Now Moon is at Leo. You are having Jupiter at Aries and Rahu at Pisces. Ketu moves from Libra to Virgo. At Scorpio, you are having Mercury associated with Venus, and in Sagittarius you are having Sun and Mars together, and at Aquarius you are having Saturn ruler there. It takes the Mool Trikona power, and at the 12th house you are having Rahu. In this particular year 2023, you have 3 major transits which has a very big influence on a person's horoscope. That is, the beginning of January itself you are having the Saturn transit, then you have the Rahu Ketu as well as the Jupiter transit also. We will be seeing a separate video for each and every zodiac, right from Aries to Pisces. Taurus. the second zodiac sign as per the Kala Purusha Tattva. For Taurus, the year 2023 seems to be favorable to an extent because Saturn from 9th house moves to the 10th house in the January month and it will be strong at the 10th house for almost 11 months. So it takes the Moola Trigona Sthan there. So whenever a planet is very strong at the 10th house as a ruler, it can definitely yield positive results. Those who are jobless for very long, this particular year they can get good job opportunities. Some of them may enter into IT field, some of them get opportunities in telecom industries and all. Also if you see, Rahu from 12th house moves to the 11th house. So Rahu can provide a lot of positivity for them. But Ketu from 6th house moving to the 5th house is not so favorable. It may give some problems in terms of the children's education, the activities of the child, the support of the children with the parents, the way they study. They don't take much interest in their studies. So these are some of the areas which they may face certain problems also. You can also see the 11th house Lord, Jupiter, is moving to the 12th house in the upcoming transit. It is also not favorable for them. Because a planet like Jupiter, which is very positive, it should not be there in the 12th house. So it will not give proper positive results. So they may face lot of expenses in this particular year. The expenses could be for a positive matters or also for negative things. There could be chances of spending out, buying assets for some religious purposes, for donations, charity and all. It could be very positive. Also they may face certain health related issues, the health of the children, and need to spend a lot also. So these are some of the areas they may face certain difficulties in 2023. Now Jupiter from 12th house aspects the 4th house, 6th house and the 8th houses. So these houses becomes very strong. When Jupiter from 12th house aspects the 4th house, Saturn is also parallelly aspecting the 4th house. So there will be a mixed effect. Saturn may do certain negative results, but Jupiter can give positive results also. They may find some health related issues in the mother's and mother side family, but Jupiter will give a solution for them. Same way, they try to purchase any assets like buying a vehicle, buying a flat or a land. They initially face certain hurdles there, but at the end they can easily purchase the assets. Even if they invest the money in financial sectors, mutual fund, share market, they may face certain losses and they may also gain in certain periods. So it looks a mixed effect when both Jupiter and Saturn aspect in the 4th house. Now when Jupiter aspects the 6th house, it becomes very strong because they can win out of their enemies during this particular year. Also if they have lended money to some person outside, it is easy for them to get back the money in this year. Same way, if they have borrowed money, if they have taken any loan, it is easy for them to settle the loan also. So it looks really positive as 6th house is strongly aspected by Jupiter. If you see 8th house being Sagittarius and Jupiter is also aspecting the 8th house. So it looks really positive for them. So whenever 6th house and 8th house are strong, positively strong, we can say the person can get money from a third person. So those who are in the share market, those who are in business, those who buy lottery tickets, they may find certain profitable days also. So they find some lucky events, so they can win out of the prizes. So these are positive thing when 8th house and the 6th house are really strong. So they can able to seize the money from their competitors. So those who are doing business this particular year, they can able to establish their business and they can win their shares from the competitors' side. So it looks really positive for them. When we talk about marriage, as 7th house is badly affected, as Saturn aspects the 7th house, there may be hurdles, there may be struggle in terms of married life. Those who are already married, they find some disputes, there may be some controversies between the couples. Chances of separation is also there. But for those who are looking for a married alliances, they also find certain difficulties in getting a positive results. If a person's native chart is very strong and positive, the negative effects will not be there much. When we talk about children's education, see 5th house indicates children's education and childbirth. So 5th house, when Ketu is associated with the 5th house, children may not study well. They may face certain difficulties in this year. Also for those who are looking for a childbirth, they need to take the support of the technology to get a positive result. So it looks a problematic case in terms of 5th house when Ketu is there. Now when we talk about business, as I said, business is really good. Marriage life is also, there will be a problem in getting a good alliances. In terms of job, as I said earlier, 10th house is really strong on Saturn, and those who are jobless for long, they can get good job opportunities this year. Same way, those who are already working in a company, this particular year, they may get some good promotions, incentives, increments and that. Some of them may travel abroad also. Now when Rahu is associated with the 11th house and 11th house being Pisces, there could be good chance for them to move to different places. Some of them may even travel abroad for their job, a travel trip. They can stay with their children. So a lot of positive things can happen for Taurus as Rahu is strong at the 11th house Pisces. In terms of health, to an extent health is also good because the 6th house is strongly aspected by Jupiter. There will not be much of health issues. So it looks really positive for them. So 2023 seems to be really good for Taurus. For Taurus, the 12th house and the 7th house are badly affected as Saturn aspects both the houses. Also you can see the 5th and 6th houses are partially affected. 5th house is being aspected by both Saturn and Jupiter, and 6th house as Ketu is associated there. But you can see the 6th house, 8th house, 10th and 11th houses are really positive. The other houses seems to be an average. So for Taurus, this 2023, we can expect a positivity of up to 80%.